Well, it's been a while, but we are back with another cop submission. We got to spread these ones out because they are usually some of the best ones of the season, but we got another crazy one today. This is actually really funny because we kind of just showed this in a low key, the situation unfolding in a Priory first pull. Just looks like a total mess. You guys send me a first pull of Priory going bad, I'm going to make a video on it, man. It's just too funny to watch, and it's just so weird how people just continue to do this with the pulls. So it's funny because Cop was actually trying to get a 10 Priory for his last portal, and there was only an 11, so he signed up to that, and they actually invited him to the group. That's the Resto Druid, who is the group leader. Also invited this tank. The guy's name is Pally Pig. I will leave you guys to your druthers in the comments section below if you think that is something. But regardless, the key starts with this comment from this tank. He goes, "Where is that shaman?" It's a really weird way to ask that question. We get the call for bloodlusting the first pull. Great strategy here. We've talked a lot about this first pull. In fact, we just did this in yesterday's video. So I would definitely recommend everybody tries at least the route that I've been doing. I think it works really well, even if you are not a tank. But you could already see the problems with how this dungeon can go unfold pretty clearly at times. And it can be very, very difficult and very dangerous to pull off. I guess this is probably more normal, to be honest. Like, I don't know that many people are going for the mini boss. I think the problem is when you have the sharpshooters all spread out, it can be very difficult to kill the pack evenly. Like, this is basically the exact same pull I do minus the mini boss. So yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult or that dangerous, but as you see, we're tanking it in a way that the patrol is going to come into play here. I'm not exactly sure if this was part of the plan. I don't know. I think this guy might not have a plan based on the way things are going to go, but we pull this giant pack here, and again, this is everything but the mini boss from my pull, so this is like normal. This isn't only an 11, by the way, so no death affix here. And then as the patrol is like walking close, you're going to see he throws a shield at it. Now, I think it might aggro regardless because of the way people are positioned. So maybe this is a big play. I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's needed. I can't really tell. But one way there, we pulled a second knight, which we know caused a lot of consternation early on when we were thinking about routing. Yeah, adding that in is surprisingly difficult for these guys. And I'm not really surprised that it's difficult, but I am surprised it's difficult for this reason. Just pay attention to this Paladin's health pool, who was totally fine for the first minute of this pack. Like, absolutely no issues whatsoever. Now, all of a sudden, he's getting chunked, struggling to survive it, but he is going to get back up to pretty close to full health. Healer probably putting in a lot of work there, and he is just going to go back down again. So we've now died to the first pull, and honestly, if we didn't pull that patrol, and most of the pack would be dead, but we actually fucking battle res this guy. Look at this. Watch him die again. So he's dead, then we throw a battle res on him. I guess the Resto Druid battle res isn't. This is a total waste of a battle res. This does absolutely nothing. This guy's not getting threat back, obviously. The whole group is now dying, and that means he's going to die a second time, right? He couldn't survive with the full group there and with the healer there. Now he's dead a second time. So we just basically threw away that battle res and added an extra death to the key. Now, there are plenty of mobs that are very, very, very close, and I don't necessarily hate that people are trying to kite this pack out when there's this many mobs this close, but you already know how this goes. It's always funny. It's ridiculous. It's like they're literally spawn camping you. There are enemies with sub 1 million health left, and we are just not killing them. So we are actually going to get farmed up to 9 deaths. At this point, I think it's pretty clear that people are trying to, not re-aggro the mobs, but the tank doesn't give a fuck. He just runs right back in. He's like, well, I've only died 3 times to this pack. I need to see what else we can do here. He's going to use land hands to keep himself up, and we are going to elongate this pack to a point where we're kind of stabilizing. Mage is like outside the dungeon or something like that at this point. I'm not really sure where he is, but you could see he's not in range and there's no spells coming from him. I think he's outside the dungeon. Probably the right choice. Like I said, be scared though, because these mobs could easily leave this dungeon and invade the zone, and you would be the cause of that. So we're back in here now, actually handling it. We do have another death from the shaman, adding up to 10 total deaths to this ridiculous problem that we had here. Yeah, again, if they just didn't pull the patrol, this would have been very, very clean. And even if the tank did somehow die to it, there would have been mostly mobs at very low health left, and they probably would not have chain died like this. So it's kind of funny because, Mage is outside, whatever, like definitely not participating in it the way you would hope, but whatever, like we get it cleaned up and there's no death affix. So this is not really an issue whatsoever. Like, okay, 4 minutes on the first pack, not ideal. Then the Mage drops that cold-blooded line. What the fuck was that pull? Now, I honestly don't know what he's commenting on, because outside of that patrol aggroing, which I think was going to aggro one way or the other, that was actually very normal. Like, I don't know who would not think that was normal if you've been doing keys this season, but usually people open with a very large pull. But he's on edge. You see this guy with this macro. I'm about to combust, spelled C-U-M, really classy. He's also going to come die. It just pulls threat on the mini boss. How does that happen? Watch it again. All right, so here's the macro. This is like a clean sequence of events. There's the macro. I'm about to come bust. And he does it and immediately pulls threat on the actual main target of the pack. Paladin, I don't know what he's doing at this point, but yeah, just not got threat on the main target. He pulls threat now. He takes it for a while here. I don't know. He probably used all of his stuff in the first pull, but yeah, he kind of survives for like 3 or 4 seconds here with cauterize and all this other stuff. He's going to go ahead and get meleeed to death, and watch the frames here. There you go. He's gone. Yeah, of course. Nobody's surprised by that, are they? I love that the chaos isn't actually over, even though the key is over, though. Watch this. Now the mini boss was attacking the mage. The mage is dead. It's now going to go and attack the shaman. Look at it. It's all the way back there. What's it doing? It's just like, yeah, punching the shaman. So he's dead too. That's pretty crazy. The actual reason I wanted to make the video, though, watch this. This is so funny to me. This is cracking me up. Watch this guy get knocked all the way across the room like this. That's just so funny to look at. And he's dead now, so he just gets knocked into his death all the way over there. But that's it. Scattered to the wind. There's the key you signed up for, Cobb. Grats on your portal. Just kidding. I don't know if the tank was just like AFK. Maybe he was having like a DC issue. I have no idea how you don't have threat on that and how it actually kills 2 people there. That's pretty wild. But yeah, just a funny thing. I just seeing that pack get kited out to the entrance, that cracks me up. It's just really funny, but I don't know that it's even avoidable at this point. I've seen so many people do this, and I really think you have to just go hard and just make sure this first pack is clean. And yeah, honestly, like, I don't know how you do this as other tanks, because I do it Blood Death Knight wise, and Death Grip is crucial to it. I have heard that if all the players are in melee range, the sharpshooters will come to melee for some reason. I don't really know if that's true or why that would be true. That seems like that would not be true, but yeah, I definitely think that you can pull this pack off and just not tank it right next to a patrol, and you'd probably be fine. Yeah, name a better duo. Ridiculous combustion macros as a mage and getting uppity and leaving after things go wrong, man. I always love it. Thank you so much, Cop. Thank you for all the amazing submissions. Hope everyone had a great Easter. I'm recording this on Easter morning, so I'm ready to go do the same. We will be back with streams starting again tomorrow. Normal schedule coming up. And yeah, as always, make sure you guys keep submitting anything crazy that you guys run into. Happy to do reviews on funny stuff, but also on helping you guys improve, like yesterday's video. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.